بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. ما بعد الحمد لله. في ليلة موسكية وسطية avec l'imam Imam Nuhu Abdulai Ghana, وهي المشيرة الوسطية with our Imam Zawallah Khairan from Ghana, and the Imam is going to share with us some benefits with regards to preparing for the month of Ramadan, which is coming up, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah wa kafa, thumma salatu wassalam ala ibadi alladhina istafa wa ba'd. We are about 16 days away from Ramadan, and Ramadan is a noble gift. Ramadan is a month of scholarship and gift. It's a month in which Allah the Almighty ennobles the reward and gives abundantly. So it's very important for us to get ourselves ready to welcome this honorable guest. As all of you know, if you are having a guest who is dear to you, you want to make sure that your house is clean, the carpet is vacuumed, incense is lit, food is prepared, just to demonstrate your hospitality to this guest that you are welcoming. And Ramadan is, of course, our guest, but the house of Ramadan is our hearts, right? Because Ramadan is coming to revive our heart. Ramadan is coming to, instill taqwa in our hearts, because the greatest act of worship in the month of Ramadan is fasting. And the goal behind fasting, as Allah the Almighty mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, He says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykum as-siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you who believe, fasting is prescribed on you, just as it is prescribed on those before you, so that you will obtain taqwa. Right? So the ultimate goal behind fasting in the month of Ramadan is to obtain taqwa. As a matter of fact, the fear of Allah is the ultimate goal behind the acts of worship in general. If you read Surah Al-Baqarah, the same surah, the Messiah mentioned saying, Ya ayyuhan nas, u'budu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Allah said, O people, worship your Lord, the one who created you and those before you. Why? So that you will obtain piety. Right? And our scholars define taqwa as أن تجعل بينك وبين عذاب الله وقاية بامتثال أوامره واجتناب نواهيه. And that is to place between you and the punishment of Allah a barrier by adhering to His do's and abstaining from His don'ts. So Ramadan is here, like I said, to help us get closer to Allah. So we have to start getting our heart ready to welcome Ramadan.
Non, Jazakumullah khairan, Shaykhana, wa barakallahu fik. Manga karama wa zawallahu khairan. Ako dans 16 jours, sungalo benase. Doni sungalo benase, obayira ka fanga ngam préparer ka sungalo makono. Kam préparer ka sungalo makono. Aye exemple di parce que sungalo kondala bato be no ani fana Allah azza wa jalla be anga baraju chaya. Baraji will multiplier. And if an eye like par exemple, quand on sukal en préparer ka sungalo kono, par exemple, ni mo refle sisa, ni duna do kan ni fe sisa, iba ibika sol la ben kanya très bien, ka duna makono. Ako fana sungalo duna e muye, sungalo duna e anduskuni, sungalo soe, ka sungalo labe, amba préparer a soe jume, a soe anduskolore, ka andusukolo préparer pour ka seka anga seka takwa soro, noe alanya sirane. Ako parce que sun ne bato nambe ala yasira yasoro no yatakwaye ina fa Allah azza wa jalla ko kurada kono ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyamu kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun kafo mumuni ko sungalo kera wajibiyan ka ina fo akara mu watemano wajibu kan to gomna pourque ukasenga ala yasira yasoro kayira kafo fana ko ala yasira nya ore banga bato bela jelen ko fe ina fa Allah azza wa jalla ko suratul baqara kono ya ayuhan nasu abudu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Ala yafo aka jonye uka ala batu ya ayuhan nasu abudu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum ko mo ala ya aramadun wale uka ala batu ala min yuda ani muwatte menuda la'allakum tattaqun pour que kaseka ala yasra so akanga karamugo baw islama karamugo baw ko ala yasra yemuye antajala bainaka wa baina adhabillahi wiqaya sahih. Naam ki ka fembla ini ala ka nyangatache wiqaya be inafo. How do we translate wiqaya?
Wiqaya is like a shield, a protection, a barrier.
Barakallahu fikum. Abena fika fendo blaini alaka nyangatache inafo femimbi kisi aka nyangatama. Inafo ka fendo blani nyongo chekesa so fengo fenni niba blaini ka alaka nyangatache. Obeke chukodi, obeke bi imtithali awamirihi wachinabu na wahi obekere ebe femim blaini alaka nyangatache wede alakika minke koke akika na minke kijina kabola. Tafadhal sheikhana.
One of the benefits we get from Ramadan is that Ramadan is here to uplift our soul up high and connect us with the people of the heavens. And the people of the heavens are the angels. And as you know, when we fast, we withhold from the desire of our mouth, our belly, and our private part, And the angels, as all of us know, they are created with reason and with no desire. So they don't have the desire to eat, drink, intimacy, none of this. That is why the angels don't have any desire to sin against Allah. You understand my point? They always worship Allah because they were created with reason. The animals, on the other hand, were created with desire and without reason. So all that they know is to fulfill their desire. Human being, on the other side, is the one who is created with reason and desire. So if we allow our reason to overcome our desire, then we resemble the angels because we're lifting our spirit up high to the level of the angels. And the reason being, some of the scholars said, as a matter of fact, if you allow your reason to overcome your desire, you can go even up higher than the angels. And the reason being is because the angels don't have to struggle to worship Allah, right? It comes automatically because this is what they are created for. But human beings, on the other hand, they have to battle between their desire and their reason. But on the other hand, if you allow your desire to overcome your reason, meaning whatever your desire drags you to do, you do it. Then you bring yourself down low to the level of the cattle, or even worse than them. That's why the Muslim mission is Surah Al-A'raf saying, وَلَقَدْ ذَرَأْنَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. We have indeed created for Jahannam many mankind and jinn kind. The reason being is because لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. They have hearts, but they don't utilize their hearts to comprehend the truth. وَلَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. They have eyes, but they don't utilize it to see the truth. وَلَهُمْ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. And they have ears, but they don't utilize it to listen to the truth and adhere to it. He, the Most High, then said, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمُ أَضَلُّ. Right? These people are like the cattle. As a matter of fact, they are more astray than the cattle. And then said, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. These are the neglectful ones or the negligent ones. May Allah not make us like that. Ameen. Now.
Jazakumullah khairan. Anga karamo zawala khair wa barakallahu fihi. Ako ko sungolo konna sungolo batore ambe connexion sera avec les gens du paradis, les gens de min sanfe. Ulu ye joye melekeo. Sungolo batwani melekeo be connecté nyogona parce que melekeo flesisa sungolo fena suna sisa amba nyere jinya kabo amanda kisi kabo kuma jugu foma ani fana ankono ante dumni ke ambe sun ani fana amba nyere jinya kabo kafo nyogoyama amba nyere jinya kabo kafo nyogoma ana musoche obayira gafa fana ani melekeo de be connexion sur nyona parce que melekeo fleni ute dumni ke ute kafo nyogoya ke ani fana alhamdulillah to kuma jugu fo melekeo fleni ute foi ke femi ni ala kotaba obe ala drone batu ute dumni ke ute jurumuke ani fana désir fo itula donc abena fo na abo connexion e blani meleke oni yoche ani fana efendo fo par exemple les animaux qu'on a fait ou le désir drone bula min kadi yo droborike min kadi ye uborike donc anga anyi rejinya kanga désir aussi parce que ni ga désir si abiki na fo abi bla animo duma qu'on a fait duma mais mo mi ni bika raison réfléchir raison min bilade ibo de ke ani fana alhamdulillah ala ko ka minke nyo ke obato ini meleke obe bla niveau kele na souvent ere ini meleke obseka ibseka yele meleko ça fait parce que melekaw filɛ n'u bɛ ala bato kɛ i b'a sɔrɔ u tɛ difficulté sɔrɔ a la mais ni hadamaden b'a kɛ a bɛ difficulté sɔrɔ a la a b'a essayer k'a jilaja kosɛbɛ donc sisan mɔgɔ k'i yɛrɛ jinya kana ka tugu i nu dungɔ kɔ pour que i ni animalw kana kɛ kelen ye a ye aya fɔ ka bɔ suratul araf kɔnɔ sheikh and I don't have that aya memorized if you can say it slowly and then I translate inshallah
ولقد ذرأنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس. We have indeed created for Jahannam many men and jinn.
ala ko kurana kɔnɔna la k'ale ye jahanama dan a ye jahanama dɔ jumɛn kama a y'a dan hadamadenw ni jinɛw de kama
لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها.
dusukolo b'u la dusukolo min n'u tɛ raisonnement kɛ n'a ye
ولهم أعين لا يبصرون بها.
ɲakisɛ b'u la mais u tɛ yeli kɛ n'u ɲakisɛw ye
ولهم آذان لا يسمعون بها.
tulo b'u la mais u tɛ mɛnni kɛ n'u tulow ye
أولئك كالأنعام بل هم أضل.
olu bɛ i n'a fɔ kungo kɔnɔna fɛnw don olu bɛ i n'a fɔ baganw de don k'a sɔrɔ ye ko yɛrɛ ko bal hum adol k'olu yɛrɛ ka jugu ni kungo kɔnɔna fɛnw ye
أولئك هم الغافلون.
k'olu de ye ghafilun ye mɔgɔ min how do we translate ghafilun
Negligent.
olu ye mɔgɔ ye les gens qui sont négligents tfadal sheikh
Yes. And like we said, the reason being is because the animals don't have reason. But you're the one whom Allah honored with reason. You did not utilize your reason to do what is right. You know, Ibn al-Qayyim, he coined a similarity between the nature of people and the nature of the animals, you know. And he said there is similarity between that. So we have to always struggle to make sure that we uplift our nature to human nature, or even above that to the angelic nature. He said amongst the people there were some who have the nature of dog. And then he said dog is one of the stingiest creature. You know, when a dog comes across a carcass, a dead animal, that can suffice 1,000 dogs. He would jump on it, right? And try to reserve it for himself alone. Any dog that tries to share that carcass with it, it will bark at it and try to, keep it away from sharing, right? He said, this is how dogs are. When you give them, they appreciate you. But if you did not give them, they wiggle their tail and they bark at you. He said, this is how some people are. Some people are very stingy. They don't want to share, right? They don't have the culture of giving, the thaqafa of giving. Ramadan is here to teach us to give. That's why Aisha radiallahu anha said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam kana ajwad an-nas. He is the most generous people. وَكَانَ أَجْوَدُ مَا يَكُونُ فِي Ramadhān. But his generosity in the month of Ramadan is not like in any other months. The Prophet is more generous than the wind that brings us rain. Right? So, like I said, this is what Ramadan is here too. And then he said, from among the people, there are some who have the nature of swine, meaning pig. It's the most disgusting creature. He said, when a pig come across a green grass, clean green grass, it will not eat it. But when somebody defecated, when somebody poop, it will jump and eat the poop. So this is how some people are. They see a lot of good things about you, right? They will not utter a word or comment on it. But as soon as they see one flaw from you, it becomes their cup of tea. They share it with anybody that they know. May Allah not make us like that. Some people have the nature of the aggressive creatures, the predators like lion, tigers. They are all that they know is to transgress over the rights of others. Ramadan is here to teach you to change all of this nature. Stop backbiting, stop slandering, humble yourself. That's what the Prophet said. If you are fasting and somebody insults you or try to pick a fight with you, what should you say? Allahumma inni sa'im. Not because she can't fight him, like Ibn Uthaymeen mentioned in Majalis Ramadan. yes, you gotta let him know that I have the ability to fight, but the reason why I'm not fighting is because I am what? Fasting. So fasting is here to humble you, to teach you to suppress your ego, suppress your, your anger. May Allah Almighty make us like that. Amen.
Jazakumullah khairan, Imam, barakallahu fikum.
Fikum al-barakat.
Jazakumullah khairan. Ako les animaux et les gens. Animaux, comment qu'on a fait ani aramadou te clé parce que comment qu'on a fait raisonnement tout là, mais aramadou raisonnement ambana am se ka hakli jagabo. Ako ibn al-Qayyim avec comparaison que aramadou ni nyonche ani aramadou ni ani comment qu'on a fait ni nyonche. Ay comparaison follow min ka ako aramaden dawbe no ulu be na fo wulude. Wulu be na fo wulude parce que o tege maka gele kosibe wulu par exemple ni na ye dumuni do soro sisa kolo chama dumuni do soro sisa ibe abi dumuni ka chade wulu to se ka na ka do no fe ma be ateso mo shika do no fe ateso wulu shika don alebi koraka pour ka akake akelenta e ko aramadon do fana betin ibe o tege ka gele kosibe o tege ka gele kosibe ute songa fentla uni moto ni woche ako sungalo benale sungalo bena yiranda de sungalo bena na kalane kangana ni kosuke ni femi mbambolo angatla ni muoni woche inafo Aisha radiyallahu anha amba Aisha ko alaka sallam ko il était généreux mais aka générosité kumbe chaire wati mina ni sungalo nana alaka sallam il était très généreux plus que Fien mina be sanji nati alaka sallam était très généreux que ça. Il était plus généreux que ça. Ani fana exemple waradi exemple flana mina di ko ko na fe oka oye lere lefle par exemple iba soro fenye gazon jema uba iba soro grass. How do I translate grass? That's enough for a bean. Voilà bean. Iba soro bean kene ba kerefe mate son ka magala meni do nana sisan kana banakota ke ni fendo nana kana banakota ke bina sisan o wati de sisan abe soro ki mako do bina ate son o wati de sisan abi mako do bina mais o exemple ye muye o ye mogo de o be here chamai o ba mogo be ka konuma chamake mais o te fo ou te commentaire ke ou ta like ou te fo danjala mais na soro atige ere kirenge dro iba soro boku ka barokuma e iba soro bu intéressé ko sigulla ani fana ay comparaison worde mogo do be na fo waranikala mogo do be na fo il y a des gens qui sont comme les lions mogo do fle ou ba essayer ka mogo ka hake bosula hein ce sont des transgresseurs les gens qui font là mogombe ko damate mogo ka hake bosula mogo do bolu be tencho wala ina fa nyami fo wara ni kala ni wara ana ayira ka fo sungolo manana anga jinya ka boni ko sugunda anga jinya ka bo mogo korfola anga jinya ka bo mogo koromatikeri la anga nyere majigi ina fo par exemple Allah so ni sunne do ni mogo be fe kana ka bagima e ba fo yeko inni sa'im iba fo ko ne sunu ndente fega keleke o te ina fo ku isirani ndo atigi ina fo ibn Taymiyyah ko atina fo isirani ndo atigi what was the part of ibn Taymiyyah say when he said that when a person says inni sa'im it's not because he's fear of
that's Ibn Taymiyyah
in
Majalis Shahr Ramadan.
No, Ibn Taymiyyah. So what did he say?
He said you gotta let them know. You say you are fasting because it's not because you don't have the ability or the strength to fight him back. But the reason why you give up from responding is because you are in a state of fasting. And a fasting person is not befitting for him to act in that manner. But again, like I'm saying, this is just training us. For those of you who don't have that type of nature of suppressing your ego, then Ramadan is here to train you to be able to bring yourself down. And we know the hadith where the Prophet said, من كظم غيظا وهو قادر على أن ينفذه دعاه الله يوم القيامة على رؤوس الأشهاد ليخيره من الحور العين ما شاء. Whoever suppresses his anger, even though he's capable of executing that anger, meaning reacting on that anger, Allah the Almighty will call him on the day of judgment, right? In the midst of all the people, and give him the option to choose from the Hurul Ain as many as he as he won. And Allah said, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ
الغيظ
وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. You know, Allah praised them and those who suppress their anger. Not only did they suppress their anger, they forgive those who wronged them. Then He said, Allah yuhibbu al-muhsinin. He loved those who are kind, which indicate that whoever have these qualities is from the muhsinin whom Allah loves. So may Allah make us like that. Amen.
آمين. أنا كرم وزاولا خير. أنا
And
فني
I
موس.
think with this we will come to the end of today.
جزاكم الله خير. فيكم بارك الله. أنا كرم وبارزاني تيجي سنن لوسيسا. ني مغدو أنا كابي في كان في كلكني. إبا فو إني صائم كون سنن لو. أكو شيخ ابن تيمية. عثيمين. شيخ عثيمين رحمه الله. Aleko ko mo beni fo parce que atina fo sirane ndo me ba fo redro parce que sunen ndo ani fana ibi dusu mine ayeni fo majalis Ramadhān wa yaka kitabu de majalis Ramadhān. Naam ani fana hadisa wala fo hadisa me ni mo ko jugu kia ni mo bari ma chiami bolo me ibseka evangelati la me ba to ino la radon ala ba fi ika arjina muso choisi ibseki evangel me ala ba fi ika arjina muso choisi akoni fana ni yefe mo ko nyuma mbarido ala ko corona fana kono والكاظمين الغيظ والعافين عن الناس والله يحب المحسنين مغمي نوبو جسكولم نو ديمينو مي ubu yere mefie ka dimi ina fo dimi mefe ku blamina ko ke ubu yere mefie ko ke ubu yere duskolom no ubu yere mine ani fara ube yafa mogoma ako wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin mogom nube ko nyumanke ala bufe شيخنا جزاكم الله خير وبارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
جزاك الله خير وادخلك الله الجنة مع الأبرار.
آمين.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.